Okay. Live drum practice number 20 brought to you by musicbythemeasurespro.com, mbtmpro.com. We sell sheet music. We do lesson videos. We do lessons. Contact us if you guys want some help with any instrument you're learning. $9.99 gets you guys 10 pieces of sheet music. And more importantly, it gives us the incentive to write more. And one thing that we try to do differently than some of the other studios is we really are places that write sheet music is really try to put the quality behind it. I dare you to look up this tab on a couple other places, and actually I'm going to do a video down the road where I break down the differences between their sheet music and our sheet music and what they're missing. And there's a good one by Drumeo wrote this tab, and they're completely wrong. They don't have the hi-hats in half the beat, and it actually makes it way harder to play. So one thing that we pride ourselves in is just writing really high-quality sheet music and adding some of the details and nuances that other studios are missing. And then these videos are made to break it down for you and show you how to play it and, you know, kind of advertise that sheet music. So your support is a huge help. And like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. All right, started this one last night. It's my second day of it. I kind of left with this really nice kick drum exercise that I want to start today with. And it was a very nice tightening up exercise. And what I was doing is we were listening to these 16th notes going 1, E, and okay, and by the way, this is the first part. Full speed's 150, or 115. This is 50 BPM. So the kick drum thing that I was struggling with is getting the 16th notes on the and the E. So this part is going 1 E and to E and 1 E and to E and Now I could do it there. But let's put a metronome to it and see if I can keep that going. It's probably like 1 E and 2 E and this is an exercise I've done with triplets before as well, where you're only doing like one beat of the triplet, but still counting all like triplet, 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 and then the next one, I'm gonna slow that down. Triplet, triplet, trip. So you're playing inside the beat. Xander, you know this one and you rule this one. Quick story, quick aside, as Xander's hanging out and watching. I had to play this at a concert once when I ran the music studio, and this was like 10, maybe not 10 years ago, but 8 or 9 years ago. And I couldn't play this song, and it was Xander's first gig, and he's like, early on, I just wanted to get him excited and get him playing. And so I think he played 2, correct me if I'm wrong, and he rocked the shit out of it. Xander's a phenomenal drummer. And then I go as a teacher, and this is kind of some of my embarrassment as a teacher throughout the years. I go as a teacher and trying to play this beat, and I could not play it to save my life. And Xander is a very good sport and did not laugh at me, and he should have. That's kind of the perspective of a teacher, though, too, is like oftentimes I feel like we think we have to be perfect, and we should be good. We should be good enough to represent the beat, represent the understanding. But we don't have to be perfect. Part of the reason I sold the studio is I'd rather spend my time working on this than teaching all the time. And I'm a little obsessive as a person, as Xander might know. But yes, you do know this song. You should come in someday and work on this. All right, so I like this 16th note exercise, and let's just do it for a little bit, and we'll speed our tempos up. And it's anytime that you can break a song apart or break a part of the song apart and strip some stuff away is the best way to practice. So let's see how fast this is going to be. To 1 E and 2 E and 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 2 E and 1 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 E and 2 E and so that E, 1 E and 2 E, there we go. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and now I'm gonna be okay, and I did this last night too, with not being as tight as I want to, because again, the minute I put these hi-hats in, that's going to keep that count for me. And I'm just kind of, more than anything else, just trying to train my kick, my foot, to know where it wants to land. And then when I put the hi-hat in, it gives me that guide. Oh, and I got sloppy. So let's get these 16th notes going so I can actually hear that. And that's kind of a cheat in the beginning. 1 E and 2 E. Oops. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2. I want to be able long term to do it without those, because this is just, it's too much of a guide for me, right? It's cheating that rhythm. Better than nothing, but it's cheating. And 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2. Yeah, so dude, I'm just sloppy at that. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and it's the E E 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and it's always that. Well, no, that last one was the E. So let's go down to 45. See if I can hear that a little bit better. One E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and E and 2 E and 1 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 E and 2 E and there we go. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 and 2 E and 1 E and So you can just tell, like, doing those 2 kicks in a row is not easy for me. It shouldn't be that hard. I wonder if it's a little bit of a rhythm thing, a little bit of just being dumb. 1 E and let's do changing my plan for 1 sec. This is where I started yesterday. Better idea. Yeah, we're waking up, yeah. Shaking this off. So we're just gonna go 1 E and 1 E and and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 1 E and let's add the speed in. E and 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and 2 E and 1 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 E and 2 E and okay. Now let's try to go back to, well, let's go 48. And we're gonna do that same thing. We're gonna have to do this a little bit until I get that rhythm into my head. 1 E and 2 E and 1. All right, 1. So we'll go back to just 1. 1 E and 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 now twos, E and 1 E and 2. Now with hands, 1 E and so just late on that E a lot, and then my leg gets tired. So bad technique is kind of showing itself. Um, let's see if that was enough of a warm up to play it at 56. So just gonna try to really watch those 16th notes on the kick. That's my main focus right now. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and. Yeah, feel good about that. Let's go 62. And we're gonna try to every time I push it up tempo wise, because I know I'm gonna like hit a ceiling. I'm gonna go back to just doing the kick drum exercise. I'm gonna do those like kind of 3 steps. Step 1, 1 E and Step 2, 2 E and Step 3, 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and And as I continue to do this in every tempo or every tempo change, you're going to hear it get sloppier and sloppier as it goes up, but I'll really be teaching my brain how to do it. Then tomorrow, we do the same damn thing. Hopefully don't start at 45 tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we're starting at 50, moving it up. And even though it seems like a laborious process, this is 12 minutes in. I feel like I've done nothing. There'll be dividends after a week of doing this. You'll start to see a payoff. Right now, you're like, man, this guy is fucking doing this thing for 12 minutes. Why does he suck? It's my Jim Gaffigan moment. 1 E and 2 E and 1 oh 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and that one's wrong. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and then as soon as I put those 16th notes, I can't think quick enough to get my left hand in there. I can't get my foot to line up with my left hand. 1 E and 2 E and but you can hear it's there. I just can't play it in time. 1 E and 2 E and all right. This is my little warm up. Let's try 62. Let's maybe try 62. 1 and 2 E and 3 and now I can tell already from last night, it's just way tighter. Yeah, let's do 66. I understand. When I say hear, it's like I know where they go, so I don't have to think so hard. And sometimes that counting is enough to throw me off, so I know where that beat needs to land. 1 E and 2 E and and then as we get better, we collectively, as I get better, Won't be that hard. All right, same step. This one's going to suck because 66, I'm just not going to play it well. 1 E and 1 E and I do better like that, but it doesn't matter. 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E, and then it's just hard to count that fast. Let's try it with hi-hat. I think it's gonna suck, but so the first one wasn't bad, and then it did actually suck. But we're still getting that lesson from learning, getting that lesson, that idea of what we're trying to accomplish. Like, it's enough information in my brain to like put this together. 3 and 4 and. Now, here's what I noticed after doing this day, too. A lot tighter on 66 already. Like, I'm hearing where those 16th notes land, which is funny, right? Because, like, you would listen to me play the 16th notes on the kick by itself, and you're like, well, he can't possibly play that. How could he ever fucking do this shit? And then all of a sudden, you put these hi-hats in, it becomes easier. I talk to students a lot about, it's like how we practice is as important as, 4 hours of practice is great. That's awesome. High five. But it doesn't mean shit if you're just playing through songs, if you're not learning something from it, if you're not challenging yourself. I always try to tell students, like the unmotivated students, I'm like, hey, spend 10 minutes practicing one thing that I want you to accomplish. One thing that's difficult for you to play. 10 minutes. All I want. 10 minutes. 10 minutes on a challenging thing. And then have fun for 10 minutes. That's practice. Ideally, like you learn to like that motivate, or you like to learn that challenging stuff, then all of a sudden you're like, that 10 minutes becomes 15. Or for me, like, I like to do it for 45 minutes. And then I try to reward myself every once in a while and do the fun stuff. I don't do that enough. All right, 72. Which I think was my top speed yesterday. All right, doing the same thing that we've been doing, the 3 steps. 3 and 4 and 1. Gotta count 60 notes. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2, and I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna try those 16th notes, and then I'm just not gonna be able to do it. So let's see if we can do this beat. Pretty sure 70 or 72 was my top speed yesterday. So I feel like we're gonna get that. We might get a little bit farther. One and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. So my right hand hi-hat is what's failing me. I heard it really good at 68 or whatever the fuck we did last. I get this little bit of like a free stroke in there, and it helps guide me. One. There, you heard it was late or early. It was one of those two. If it just isn't perfect, it falls apart. right, let's try 72 again. Sometimes that what that means, and Nick and I will chat about this a lot. Like it's like the beginning of a better technique, mixing in with your old shitty technique, and like they kind of like fighting for control. 3 and 4 and. Shit. So you kind of hear me start slide off the rails. We're going to try to push this a little bit faster. So ideally, you play it the next day and you are at a faster tempo. But I'm going to be okay with like playing it crisper, tighter. Ideally, it would be both, but today this might be all we get. 3 and 4 and. One into 2 and 3. So, okay, I had a couple in there that I didn't hate. So really where I'm going to, with my practice right now, I'm just going to keep pushing that tempo a little bit. Kind of see where my max is and I start to play too sloppy. And then tomorrow or Saturday, I think Saturday is the next time I'm going to get a chance to attack this. Then we'll push it up a little bit more. So let's try it. 1 into 2 and 3 and I'm gonna try it a couple without metronome so I can play sloppy. Yeah, shit. I'm in that in-between stage where that speed's challenging for me, but slower is as well. But maybe just as plain. One into 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 into. All right, we'll try it again. See how we go. So we might move on. So you can just say that I'm making that same mistake over and over again. One end up. All right, let's do a couple at, I'm going to say 60, just to kind of like reaffirm what it's supposed to be. Then I think we can kind of. No, we'll run through the intro. The intro has one less kick drum. I could skip it, but maybe they'll fuck me up later. 3 and 4 and 1 into. Cool. All right. Intro. Where are you? Where are you? 60. Perfect. Let's just do it. So it's going to be one. This might mess me up, so it's good that we're going to practice. 1 and shit, that's the other one. What I like about this is essentially it's maybe easier. Maybe I'll get this one faster. We don't know. But it'll help reinforce that idea. So tomorrow I probably won't have to think too much about 1 and because we're kind of getting some double practice on that. Same thing I think with the interlude. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, when a part like that's easier to play, what you should be focusing on is relaxing your body, thinking about good technique, playing with control and relaxing at the same time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, let's go faster anyway. Let's go 72. So, I mean, I kind of did prove my point, right? Like, it's easier for me to play this just because I did the other one. Like, this is not taking as much work. Now we'll see how fast we can actually get going. I'll probably top out right here. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Gotta watch that 60. I'm wanting to rush that. The 2, yeah. 1. There you go. 1 and 2 and. Shit, that's the other one. Also, the hard thing about playing something so similar, right? You go back and forth between the two. All right, a couple more of these. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I don't think I have much more speed in me than that. Let's try 82 and just see if we can do it. See what I mean? Starts to get sloppy. I say we put that one at 60 for tomorrow. And we hit that interlude. As soon as I find it. All right, here we go. And we started this at 50. So the beginning pattern's that same kick drum, right? 1 E and Now the nice thing, maybe not nice thing, is 2 E and . So we're just gonna do beat by beat. Let's do beat by beat, but just do it this way. So we get a beat of rest. 1 E and . No, we shouldn't have to practice that a ton because essentially we've already practiced this. So let's jump into the 2. You can just hear I got a little bit of a wind up to my kick. I'm not as comfortable doing these 16th notes like that, especially if my hand has to be with me on that. 1 E and 2 E and . Only way to fix it is practice. Let's try 56. And let's try this whole measure. Get this pattern in our head. So we got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and . E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and . My brain freezes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and . E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2. Let's speed it up. Let's go 62. So I'm gonna go back and forth. I think the way that I'm gonna tighten these kicks up is 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4, and then I'll jump in back with my hands. 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and . 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and . and a 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and. You can just tell that I have a lot of work to do with offbeat 16th notes. So, same thing. 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and. One E and a 2 E and 3 and. One E and a 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and. Cool. All right. I mean, I think that's all we're going to do for today. It's shorter, right? Like, because, I mean, we spent a lot of time yesterday just learning the basics, getting the first look at it, getting an understanding of it. Today is more like, all right, let's push these tempos up a little bit. As we push these tempos up, kind of see where our weaknesses are, break apart the weaknesses, put them back together, repeat. All right. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another one, but it might be Saturday. If you guys want to support us, like, comment, share these videos. Become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. We have some more interesting stuff coming down the road. If you guys have some song requests, put them below in the comments. All right, you guys have a good rest of your day.